You already know how to select objects one by one, simply clicking on them in Scene View or selecting them in the hierarchy. It's very convenient to perform operation on multiple objects at the same time, so there are several ways you can select multiple objects. First one is to click and drag rectangular selection around the objects. If you look on the left, on Hierarchy tab, you will see that we have several objects selected. Now if you want to deselect some of them, press and hold Shift and click on them. To add to selection, while holding Shift, click on more objects. On Mac you can also hold Command button. However, if you want to perform multiple selections using Hierarchy tab, then there are a little bit different rules. You will have to use Control on PC and Command on Mac to remove and add to selected objects. If you want to select several objects which go one after another, press on the first one, hold Shift and select the last one. Now we can adjust the scale of our bricks a little bit so that they look a little bit more distantiated from each other. As you can see, we can spot a little bit of our ball going through the wall, so there is a way to hide it. The easiest way is just to click on this checkbox in the inspector. And you will notice that object disappears from the viewport, and also under hierarchy it has this gray font title. To show object again, click on it on the inspector. There is also a hotkey. Press Alt-Shift-A and it will toggle visibility of the object. As we are working in three-dimensional space, it is essential to know how to navigate around. There are different ways you can navigate in Unity viewport. Let's talk about basics first. First of all, if you click with right mouse button and drag, you will look around. To orbit around the object and check it from different sides, press and hold Alt and click with left mouse button. When orbiting, you may want to be in control of the point of interest. To set such point, you have to select Game Object, and while holding mouse cursor over the scene view, press F. Pressing F will focus or frame your view on selected object. Remember to hold your mouse cursor over the scene view while pressing F. This will immediately bring view to the selected game object. And as you can see, the last framed object will be the point of interest while we are orbiting around. To pan around, use middle mouse button. And for zoom, you can simply use scroll wheel, or press and hold Alt, and click on the right mouse button. Now when I'm dragging to the left or right, up or down, my camera will zoom in or zoom out. Before giving you assignment, there is one more thing I want to mention. We are going to create our game suitable for one of the most widespread screen resolutions, 1920 by 1080. For that we have to adjust our game view settings. Press on this button, which currently says Free Aspect, and here you can select different aspect ratios. But we want to create a Full HD preset. To do that, we press on this plus button which says Add New Item. We give a name to our preset. Type we leave as Fixed Resolution. And for width and height we type 1920 by 1080. Press OK. Now you will see that we have our game view, preserving the aspect ratio of Full HD resolution. As for our assignment, your task will be to create Pong level using this image as a reference. Things to keep in mind: use only cubes and sphere, make sure that your ball is of default scale 111 and its position is at 000. Borders, gate and player rackets should have that position at 0. Feel free to assign different materials to these objects according to your liking. And remember to have fun. I'll see you in the next lesson.